So I know this news came out last night, but I was literally just tired, so I just could not do the video then. But I wanted to, like, it figures, like, it's so weird, because on Wednesdays especially, like, news will come out, like, late in the night, like, or late in the afternoon, and I'm just literally like, I don't want to do this right now. So, yeah. Now, if you're wondering why I'm talking about this and not the Evil Dead news, well, it's not because I'm not excited for the Evil Dead news. I'm actually am. I'm excited about the movie premise and the fact that it's coming to HBO Max directly. I'm excited for all of that. I just didn't have a lot to say. Like, all I could say was, that's cool. Like, this is really cool. Like, that's all I could say. I'm excited, and I look forward to another Evil Dead movie. Yay. Anyway, sorry, I had to pop my back. Let's talk about the other big news that came out today. Now, I honestly thought this movie was dead. Like, I swear, hand to God, thought this movie was dead, because I heard nothing about it. All I heard was hearsay and rumors from here on out. But nope, it's, whether we want it or not, it's happening. That's right, the Kraven the Hunter movie from Sony is still a go. Ooh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Now, as you guys know, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Venom movie to begin with, and I don't hold a lot of hype for Let There Be Carnage, which, why you didn't call it Maximum Carnage or Absolute... Let There Be what the fuck? Anyway. Point being is that I'm wondering what their thought process, because now I can understand a Venom movie. He's got a rogues gallery you can exploit and use to however you use, and you could even now make the argument that Null can be the endgame villain for the Sonyverse, like their Thanos. Then Morbius. He does have a lot of villains or great stories, but I could see stuff to be used with Morbius. What the fuck are you gonna do with Kraven? Okay, first off, let's talk about the casting. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because he played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron and was also that boring-ass soldier who played Elizabeth Olsen's husband in Godzilla the year before that. So, yeah, it's weird. Anyway, he's also, of course, he was best known. His breakout role was, of course, in Kick-Ass. So the comic book movies are abound with him. And not to knock the guy, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, he's a boring actor. He's not. I've watched Kick-Ass, and everyone says, oh, he's a boring actor in Godzilla. No, Gareth Edwards just didn't know how to direct a soldier character. So, yeah, I can't really point fingers at Aaron, because he just did what he could. And I know he's a good actor from both Ultron and other roles he's had, like Kick-Ass, so I know he's a good actor. I'm just saying, like, I just can't see him as Kraven. And you may be thinking, oh, well, you didn't see the pictures of him pumping iron. No, I did, and he looks pretty goddamn swole. I'm just saying, like, he just seems like the wrong guy. Like, because I always imagine Kraven as, like, an older gentleman. Like, I'm pretty sure this is going to be, like, his origin story, or their version of an origin story. And Kraven, I've always imagined Kraven as like an older gentleman, like someone who's older. Now, they talked about like Keanu Reeves and like Sony went to everybody. Aaron Taylor Johnson was like the last guy on the list, which is kind of funny because like that's kind of how we got Rambo First Blood, and that made Stallone a household name because Stallone was actually the 12th person they went to for this movie that they didn't have faith in. And now look at Stallone now. So yeah, it's kind of a weird way. It's almost like that, but I don't think it'll have the same impact because I don't have faith in this movie or this script. But again, like if you were to ask me who Kraven should have been, who they should have gone to Kraven for, is Gerard Butler. I've always said like Gerard Butler from of course 300 and other big movies. He's perfect. Like, I think he brought the physicality, he could bring the brutality of Kraven, but in a Spider-Man movie, I thought he would be a really good Spider-Man, like in a Spider-Man movie, and I guess he's not showing up in fucking No Way Home now, No, more like no way Kraven's gonna show up in that movie. But then again, we're dealing with multiverses. So who the fuck knows? So yeah, I'm not. Let's not get mad at Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's just a dude trying to get paid. Let's be real. But he is not the first person to think. And also, he's a Russian character, and we've heard his kind of European accent. So I'm wondering how that's gonna play out. Now, I've been pretty against a Kraven movie, even though Kraven is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. The problem is, the reason why I'm having trouble with a Kraven movie is because Kraven is a straight-up villain. You can make the argument for Morbius and Venom because they're technically anti-heroes and vigilantes, so you can make movies about them, but Kraven is a straight-up villain. This is a dude who put children as bait for Spider-Man to get. You can't make this guy a good guy. You have to go 100% villain movies. But as we all know, Hollywood can't make a villain movie without making the character sympathetic. Although, to be fair, Joker did a good job of, even though you get it, you still hate him at the same time. At least for me. If you think you can sympathize with Joker, then congratulations, you've missed the fucking point of the movie. Also, that's really dangerous, and you should get mental help. If you think Joker's ideals are a good thing after seeing that movie, that's not a joke. I think you should seek professional help if you think that. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Oh, yeah, right. So Kraven the Hunter is a straight up villain. The dude's a poacher. It's like saying you're going to make Cruella an anti-hero. Right, Disney? So, the best... And who's Kraven going to fight? The only person I can think that they could have theoretically as the villain of this Kraven movie is a story of him fighting his brother, the Chameleon. That's literally the only thing I can think of for a Kraven the Hunter movie is him taking on his brother, the Chameleon. Or, yeah, just make him a straight-up villain. Like, you could... Like, wouldn't that be so crazy to have? Because I would love to see a Marvel movie of any capacity, Sony or MCU, do a movie where you're doing a straight-up villain story. Much like what DC's doing, you know. Give DC... I have always given DC credit. While they've had varying degrees of success, they have done the thing of, we're making villain movies. What's Marvel doing? Oh, not that? Ha ha! Yeah. So, that's what I would like to see is, like, maybe you could do a story where Kraven is like a slasher in a horror movie, killing his way through, like, people. Like, make it like a safari horror movie. Like, like you're in Kraven, these group of people are in Kraven's territory, and it's like Most Dangerous Game, where he's hunting these people for sport. Like, he's kidnapped a bunch of people, like, who are, like, athletes or soldiers or detective or, like, really good cops or detectives, and he basically says, I'm Kraven. I'm here to hunt and kill all of you. So yeah, do it like a survival horror movie with, like, Kraven as, like, this, like, Bushman slasher villain. That's what I would love to see. Like, make it like Most Dangerous Game, but with a supervillain twist. And then be like, at the end of the movie, like, oh, I can't find anyone who's good enough to kill. I know, I'll go after, like, Venom or Morbius or Spider-Man. Yeah, let's go after this Spider-Man guy. Or something. But no, Hollywood can't do a straight-up villain movie, you know, super villain movie, because we have to make them good in some capacity. So, they'll probably make Kraven sympathetic and make him the anti-hero and save a bunch of people, and God help me. And, ugh. Like, the movie I just pitched would be, like, that would be the only way to get me to watch a movie, like, to get me to watch a Kraven movie, because, again, you can't make this is that's like trying to make, you know, a movie, and we're going to make Red Skull sympathetic. Well, Kraven isn't like Red Skull level, but you get the what I'm trying to say is that Kraven doesn't really have redeeming qualities. Like, he doesn't have any like, he's just not a good person. yeah, he's got like a weird honor code, but it's all fucked up in his head. And also, the dude usually breaks his honor code more often than not when he knows he's losing the fight. So yeah, that's my problem, is that I've been against this movie unless they come out and say, no, the only way you're going to get me anywhere interested in a Kraven the Hunter movie is if you do, we're going to make it like Wolf Creek. If you ever saw Wolf Creek, then you know what I'm talking about. We're going to make it like Wolf Creek, but like with a supervillain twist and throw in some Most Dangerous Game in there too. Okay, now you have my attention. Because here, would it kill Hollywood to just do, I don't mind the typical MCU formula or superhero movie formula. I don't mind that at all. I just want, a little difference here and there. And Kraven gives you that option of doing a movie where you could just do, almost like an action horror movie, and you could do it R. You could make it an R movie, but no, you gotta get them kids in the seat too, so it's gonna be PG-13. Ugh, makes me want to die. So yeah, I'm not mad at Aaron Taylor. He's just not my go-to pick. I can't see him as Kraven yet. But knowing some set photos and maybe even a trailer that will change my mind. That usually does change my mind when I watch a trailer and I'm like, oh, okay, I can see it now. Or a set photo or something. Sometimes it's like that. But I want to give Aaron Taylor Johnson the benefit of the doubt because he is a good actor. It's hard for me to picture him right now as Sergei Kravinoff. But they're probably making him a young Kraven so he can be more sympathetic and whatnot. And I'll tell you the whole plot right now. I will tell you the whole plot of this movie right now and how it's going to play out. You mark my goddamn words. Here's how it's going to be. It's going to be a young Kraven. He's going to be training, and he's also going to have Calypso there. If you guys remember Calypso, she was Kraven's wife in the Spider-Man Tormented story arc, who came back to fight Spider-Man using the Lizard in the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man comic, a little while after Kraven's last hunt. It was also fun fact, that was Marvel's last-ditch effort to keep McFarlane from leaving Marvel. Didn't work. Anyway, so here's what's going to happen. It's going to be a young Kraven the Hunter who's going out, training in Africa, coming from Russia to train in South Africa, and meets Calypso, falls in love with her, and also encounters his brother, who's this shape-shifting spy, or a master of disguise, and he's working for some evil organization, so Kraven is called in to hunt down and fight his brother. Boom. That's the movie. He's gonna be and he's not even gonna be a hunter, he's gonna be a conservationist. He's going to be hunting poachers, even though he is a fucking poacher in the comic. And yeah, he's gonna be I protect animals. He's gonna be a Russian Black Panther. He's gonna be Sony's gonna make him a Russian Black Panther, and then build him up as a broken man who doesn't have any rules, and he'll kill people, but he's super cool at the same time. And then he'll beat his brother, and then he'll go back and bang Calypso, and that'll be the end of the movie. And you already know they're going to try sequels if this movie does well. They keep saying standalone, but we all fucking know they want to make more movies out of him. I want to be wrong. I do, guys. I really want to be wrong with this movie. I, honest to God, want to be wrong with this movie. But that's the plot, I guarantee you, will be the thing. That will be so the plot. Oh my God. Anyway. Ugh. So anyway, bottom line, I'm not excited for this any more excited than I am for the Venom sequel. Anyway, but maybe it had a fucking make it just make Kraven the bad guy. That's all I'm fucking asking. Ugh. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.